This is your favorite program, Hot Talk, on Southeast Reporters. You know, we always give it to you very hot. And today we've come with another very hot topic that is changing everywhere in Abia State. People are reacting, everybody is responding, and I want you to pay attention as we look into a very serious, controversial proposed bill. It is called the Abia, the proposed Abia Polluter Pay Producer Extended Responsibility Bill. It is a serious bill in the Abia State House of Assembly that is seeking to manage issue of non-degradable materials, and then some of the items that appear on the bill is beginning to give our people serious concern. And I have a serious gentleman in the studio today to look into that bill, and I will start with my friend and a very close pal, very close, Mr. Okay, and Nande Lopachi. They are here. Can you just introduce yourself so that we can head straight to the program?
Good day, viewers. My name is Oke Iboko, the publisher of Southeast Reporters.
Yeah, good day, viewers. It's nice to be here. I am Nnamdi Elewachi, a public and current affairs analyst.
Straight to the program now. Let me start with you, Nandi.
Yes.
Just a few days ago, let's use the city of Abia for example. When this bill got to the public domain, there was a lot of reaction. People were reacting. What is the State Assembly trying to do? If you really understand this bill, can you educate our people a lot about what it's all about?
Okay, thank you so much. I think the bill, we have to look at it from the time Governor Alex came on board. One of the first policy initiatives or one of the first policy moves he made was to try to outlaw or to ban use of what they call takeaway or plastics in terms of packaging of either food or other things to be consumed. And then I think subsequently we are now seeing the bill. So I think it is a follow-up to that. But in all sincerity, the bill has a lot of defects. And I think as we progress, we will look into the defective sides of the bill. But I have a lot of issues with the bill, and then how it's going to affect businesses, and then even the intendment of the bill itself. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Okay, let me get to you now. If people are trying to make laws to prevent non-degradables from entering our street, is that really a bad thing? Why are people concerned on this?
When the way the thing was presented, when the thing surfaced in the social media towards the end of last week, some few days ago, as a journalist, I delved into it because it's always good to hear both sides of a story.
Okay.
The people that were posting it were aggrieved. I went into it. First and foremost, even before the bill, a consultant had already started collecting this revenue. I had already started, trying to, enforce a law. When he was told, "Oh, what law?" People started, because it's like this. I want to say is that this bill is like an afterthought. This HAB 31 of 2025 is like an afterthought of the House of Assembly.
Why do you think so?
Because the consultant was already depending on a federal law, a federal legislation to meet the producers. The way they flashed it in the social media was like, and which are the penalties in this bill, that for non-biodegradable materials like waterproof, polythene bag, all these things which are non-biodegradable, we don't decay. A sachet of pure water, you pay 50 naira. A carton of bottled water, we pay 150 naira or thereabout. A wrap of apple, we pay 2 naira. So you find out that they have not even taken time to educate people. Most of the people that are going to be penalized by this bill don't even know what is.
They don't know anything about the bills.
The first thing you should have done is to educate people, create awareness over some time for people to understand. And apart from awareness, create alternative materials.
I think you are delving into solutions. I think you need to calm down. Now let's look at this now very well.
Yes.
The polluter pays producer extended responsibility. He's going to solutions, but let's look at something. A lot of people have raised the issue that it's not proactive. Rather, it's emphasizing more on punishments and money than more from punishment.
It's more
So
punitive.
I want you to look into that.
Yes,
Do you think
that's
it's not what people are saying, or it is what people are saying?
No, the people are right to express their grievances or their concerns. It is a democracy. Don't forget, democracy thrives through plurality. You must have divergent views, you must have convergent views, you must have even dissenting opinions.
Okay.
But I have a lot of issues, like I did say before. The Abia State House of Assembly, this is the 31st bill they are debated, or they have actually debated. So far, they have met only 37 bills in 2 years, and that is poor.
In 2 years?
In 2 years, they have met. In fact, as at last month, the number put there was 37. As at June, I think we are in July. So it tells you that when the National Assembly, in 1 year, has made over 400 laws, and
that's
actually
huge.
debated,
That's huge.
whether passed or not, but at least they have actually debated. So it tells you that for meeting, and see how they meet 3 days in a week: Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays.
About Abia?
Abia, all legislatures, whether the state or the Assembly, they meet on Tuesday, in fact, from Tuesdays through Thursdays, except when there is emergency plenary. So it tells you that for 181 days, when they are supposed to meet, they are still talking about 37 bills, and we are having this controversial one. And then you just mention the name, extended responsibility, which means not only it will extend to the producer beyond the rates when, or the extent when even the consumer supposed to do what? In fact, it goes beyond production level, even to the consumption level, that if someone disposes something, someone who produced it is going to pay for it. Okay. And to me, it's to a large extent, it is draconian. Then I want to bring out something from the bill. You know, he was talking about the charges or
we'll get to that.
No, I'm coming. You see, if you look at the bill, I have problem with, in fact, about 3 sections. Section 6, 7, 8. Okay. Section 6 establishes what it calls levy, environmental levy. That's number 1. Then section 7 talks about what environmental levy will be used to do. Now, the punitive measure is first. Environmental levy will be now administered by the so-called regulatory body. We don't know whom yet. Now, you look at section 7. They say they will use it to create a fund, environmental fund. The role of the fund is to now educate Abians. Are you following the?
That means you introduce punishment before enlightenment. You've not told people about it. You already have punishment. You already have and when there is no law, there should be no offense.
Yes, okay. And that's where I have problem.
Okay.
You see, when Governor Analysts was elected newly, when he was newly sworn in, he talked about Abia recycling. They even talked about recycling too. In that
recycling plants.
Yes. Now, how can you use money from punishing people of what they are not even aware of to build a recycling plant? So when you try to make law, and that law was actually tagged, like he has said, HAB, that is House of Assembly. At the House of Assembly. Bill 31, that is their bill. I'm also hearing rumors flying left, right, center, everywhere, including from the grapevine, that it could be an executive bill. But the bill is HAB. Which means Abia State House of Assembly.
That brought it?
Yeah, so I am very curious and I'm concerned. I'm concerned because the bill is emphasizing more on punishment. It's more punitive than even the educative. I think what is required now, if I were to advise the House of Assembly, is to either withdraw that bill or to call for public hearing to make more robust input. Because this bill, as it is, to me, it does not have, because look, see, we are living in a time, we are witnessing a time when family or I would say household finances are shrinking.
Seriously.
1. 2, we are battling inflation.
The inflation is high.
3, cost of production is also increasing or soaring. Now you are introducing this bill. Where will it reflect? Prices of commodities.
On the people.
On the people. So who are going to pay? I am not, I am against, even, I have talked about it. Say yes, when the government talked about this thing, because they were trying to follow Lagos State, where that law came from. If you say you are going to combat maybe environmental degradation or pollution through plastic plastic pollution, it is welcome, it is timeless, it is ideal. But how you do it is a different thing entirely. Yes, when you eat from the things you call takeaway, there is possibility of plastic ingestion, and then all of those things which are toxic to human body. But what we require now at this moment is enlightenment. And it mustn't be, it shouldn't even be in that law. What is Abia State Orientation Agency doing? It should be about enlightening the people. And you find the point, it should be educating the people about the need to change. Because we are talking about behavioral change, as in consumption pattern, to change consumption pattern, to say do not consume things packaged in this content. It is harmful. But now we are having it in our laws, and it is wrong.
All right. So if I may get you right, and I want our viewers to get you very quickly.
Yes.
Your major point now is that the people are not aware.
One, I'm not aware.
Okay.
Two,
let me use the people, not just
majority of Abia of India they are not aware. Then the law itself, because it's not yet a law, it will still become a state law
if it passes
if enacted. Yes. Now the law is emphasizing punishment
rather
than it's emphasizing
awareness. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I will get back to you. Mr. Oke, before I moved to Nandi, you were trying to list out some of the items.
Yes,
that,
I was trying. I'm not even yet looking at the solution. I want to say categorically, because this is not painting it. My friend and my brother Ndamdi Lekwachi is sounding very, very technical. This bill has given me sleepless nights for the past few days. That bill, HAB 31, that is against, that is against non-biodegradable, which is like packaging, waterproof, carton, cement, and what have you. That bill is anti-people.
Anti-people?
Let me not use the word satanic. Anything anybody is doing in government now, the person should take into consideration the fact that people are suffering seriously. Some people have derisively called the bill fufu, anti-fufu bill. You remember that we use waterproof, don't buy the grape to package fufu. You are telling me that because they were too fast. Like I said, I have tried to investigate. I have also tried to interface with a lot of members of the House of Assembly over this thing, even the leadership of the House of Assembly. They are telling me that you are going to bill somebody 2 naira for selling fufu. Who knows that? Who has been educated about that? You are telling me that a carton of Indomie, you are going to bill 150 naira per carton of Indomie that everybody is eating, and you have not created awareness. You are telling me that a bag of cement, you are going to charge a certain amount of money. It's a bag of pure water, of 20 sachets of pure water, you are charging 50 naira.
50 naira, yeah.
Now, let me tell you, even the House of Assembly members are saying that this thing is double taxation. Because there's, like he said, National Orientation Agency has the job to create awareness for government policies and what have you. Then ASEPA has the job of environmental, taking care of the environment, and they also charge levies. Is it not double taxation? Okay. If a company pays for their ASEPA fees, and you are also bringing another regulatory body to come and collect money, to come and collect 50 naira or 100 naira per product. I own a company that manufactures something in Abia. And that was why I got scared. Whereas every company...
Are you talking for yourself or talking
I'm talking for everybody. Abia is an SME, is the SME capital of Nigeria. Arguably the SME capital of Nigeria. Most of the people are producing... You are talking... In fact, you are saying that 95% of packaging of people's products, you are going to tax it. And the thing, let me also inform you. The thing has gone through first reading, gone through second reading, yes. And the thing on Friday they did public hearing. But because of the little pressure they got, and the people they invited were some of the people that were approached
that will support
by the consultants to pay before even the law came, before they started trying to make the law. And all this thing points back to the wherever the law is coming from, maybe somewhere in the executive. Because the sponsor of the bill, Honorable Kalumba, popularly known as Ethiopia, the House member representing Ohafia South State constituency, is also the chairman committee on environment. By the grace of God, Southeast reporters will try to reach out to the House members to hear their own side of this thing. But we are sounding it loud and clear that this bill is anti-people. You cannot tax people for producing pure water. If you tax them after paying all the taxes they will pay, after paying VAT, after paying ASEPA fees, after paying business premises, after paying everything,
A lot of.
they have a consolidated bill which they did, and you are now bringing something that will start taxing biodegradables.
Outside the
As a government, there are many ways of handling it. You can produce recycling plants, which take care of this thing. You have not even produced alternative.
Wait, you come to solution.
I'm not talking of solution. I'm not talking of solution.
Calm down. I'm moderating this. I'm moderating it. Calm down. Let's not take it personal here. Okay, viewers, it's still hot talk, and we are actually looking at the bill in the Abia State House of Assembly that talks about the issue of managing non-degradable materials. It's raising serious uproar. It's causing chaos if care is not taken. But I want you to sit tight. Let's go on a short break. We'll get back and finish this topic. Thank you so much. We are still on Hot Talk, and we are still looking at the proposed polluter pays producer extended responsibility bill of the Abia State House of Assembly. To me, it's a controversial bill because the opinions we are receiving from the people, I cannot express it all. So I will go back to my guest in the studio, Mr. Nande Elekwachi, and let's look at something very serious.
Okay.
When people are contesting something, it means there is a problem somewhere.
Exactly.
Can you tell our viewers and everybody all over the world the ripple effect of this bill on the people of Abia State?
Thank you so much.
Let's get to know.
Thank you so much. There are many, but I'll start from this. You see, if you look at that very bill, you see that somewhere it was expressly captured that when someone fails to follow, they will pay 2 million naira. There's a fine for 2 million naira. Then the fine for polluter 2 million naira, for producer 5 million naira.
Polluter.
Yes. Now you ask yourself, if we are living in a time when, like I said before, hardship is not letting up, inflation is soaring. So where are people going to? Then with 3 years
jail time?
Yes, imprisonment.
If you fail to pay.
Or both. Are you following the point? Now, this is harsh and draconian. That's number one. Then number two, when you allow a bill like this to sell to, do you know what it means? It is we are going to, in fact, the cost is going to be borne by the consumer. And let me define demand for you. And they say demand is not yet complete until it gets to the final consumer.
Okay.
Effective consumption, when it is consumed and then utility derived. In this case now, what is utility? What are we deriving? If petty businesses like people who are selling apple are to pay 2 naira for 1 wrap, then pure water or water vendors are to pay, and then all these people, or then all of them are to pay. Do you know the meaning? It will worsen what is known as water governance. And let me educate them now. Abia State has yet to get the area or the sector of water governance rightly. The other day, the governor was talking about either revitalizing or resuscitating.
About water scheme.
Yes. Now, as we speak today, individuals are the ones sinking boreholes.
All over this.
And we know that this thing comes with health issue. Unlike it is when we had access to potable clean water that were even treated through the water board and then supplied. It is not happening again. But most of the water we are using, even for domestic use, is hard. Now, imagine a situation where this is happening and the price of ordinary thing like water is increasing. Do you know what it means? You are worsening water governance. That's number one. And water is life. That's number one. Then an economy that thrives on by SME. People are empowering themselves, doing things. And here you are coming with a law that says packaging will pay this, packaging will pay that. Then who is left? At the end of the day, you see that consumption capacity will reduce, and it will reflect on CPI, Consumer Pricing Index. I think the makers of this bill, they have to go back and think whether they are doing it, because this bill, like he actually said, it is anti-people. There is no other better way for me, because when something is not pro-people or pro-poor, it is anti-people.
Right.
Because we have more poor people here, whether urban poor. I'm talking about urban, because when we talk about poverty, people tend to paint the picture
from the village.
Yes, in the backwater areas. No, we have urban poor and the population is growing. So this is what government must do, must be sensitive, because we are looking at how it's going to affect, who is going to pay the price. It is you, it is myself, it is everyone out there as far as you are consuming.
Okay.
And you see now, you see Indomie, but if you're talking about Indomie in an Indomie generation, we have virtually everybody is eating Indomie. All the children are eating Indomie, and you are coming with this.
But
Do you know what? Do you know what it will?
I think the case will be very.
The case now, so I'm talking about what? Child poverty, food insecurity, lack of access to nutrient-rich food. Do you know what this means? So I think they should go back and then redesign this policy or engage the wider public.
All right. Mr. Okay, let me get to you on something very serious. Abia generally, or Aba as a city, prides itself as the SME capital of Nigeria. And all these things you are mentioning, from the sachet water to the noodles to the soap to all other smaller items, are products of most SMEs. Like I asked him, the ripple effect on the people. I want you to look at the effect on these small scale industries in Aba. This type of law, should it scale through? What will be the effect? Are we going to have workers sacked? Are we going to have companies packing out? Just let's know.
So you're saying, should this law, the HAB 31, scale through?
Yeah.
I want to say a very big God forbid. It will not scale through, because it is only a tree that will stand in one place when you want to cut it down. That is what is playing out. Anybody, I believe our viewers are all ears, and that is one of the reasons for this program, to alert our people to what is happening. A very dangerous bill is brewing in the House of Assembly that will task even the people that are producing wares in Ongwa Road. They package it with waterproof.
Yes.
They are going to pay. And if, like you said, the consumer, the person that you are putting it in his shop, the end seller, who I might think maybe the consumer, if he fails to pay them, the people that come to collect the money, he's liable to go to jail or pay 2 million or both. The producer himself is liable to pay 5 million. I don't know whether the 5 million is a one-off and what have you. What I'm saying is